This is the Gore Club Podcast with Steve Vessel, Derek Sturgeon, and Death Metal Dave.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Gore Club Podcast. Today we've got an excerpt from our conversation on Hillbilly cinema and Redneck Exploitation. To hear the full episode, check out the audio version of the podcast over on anchor.fm/Gore Club.
I met Ned Beatty. My dad took me to a golf invitational as a little kid. He's much older than me and he doesn't know what to do with a young kid. And we watched Kenny Rogers play golf, and fans paid money to stay at the sidelines and ask him about his family. I'm serious. It was the weirdest white person shit I've ever been a part of. And after, later on, of course, my dad was hanging out and just walking around, and I saw fucking Ned Beatty in front of me, this fat, white, jolly gentleman that me and my dad watched The Toy. I don't know if y'all are familiar.
Oh, everyone
a lot.
We're old enough to all appreciate
we watched it a lot. It was one of my favorite, movies ever. And I went up to him and I was 7 years old, and I quoted him the part where he has to fire one of his employees because his hands were sweaty and he gets drunk to deal with it. And I'll go up and I go, he had very sweaty hands, very heady, sweaty hands. And he said, you gotta go. And I shook his hand and he giggled and laughed and just patted my little head. It wasn't 2 years later when I saw this man get raped on camera and I'd realized the celebrity that I met. And I was like, oh, fuck, this guy's a thespian in every sense of the word. And I'm so glad I didn't see him get raped until a couple years later because it was adorable. Our interaction was adorable.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were saying. We're all going to try does he mean the rape part was adorable?
Or if you were to quote it, deliverance.
You're totally not. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were not invited back ever.
I think it'd be creepier if a little kid comes up to you and starts quoting Deliverance.
Yes.
Or like,
and
hey,
if I'd seen the movie, I would have. Because I just knew what I saw him from.
I just saw you on TV the other day, and guess what?
And it made his day more than it made mine, and it was like the most adorable thing I've ever been a part of. But I had to watch him get raped later.
That movie definitely had an effect on people. I mean, if you hear dueling banjos, something happens in your body or your mind. It says, get the fuck out.
Well, that became such a Hollywood thing, too. Yeah, there's so many movies that have the dueling banjo thing.
I've got a 7-inch of it, and I play it when certain people show up. Just so you know.
A mailman?
That's a first date thing. It's hang on.
How can you deal with this? I'm
well, you've heard some of Derek's dating rituals.
They're not good.
No, they're not. It's if you can handle this, then we might do it.
You can handle Night of the Demons the first time I meet you. That'll be good. I remember one time years ago, I turned on Philosophy of a Knife. Has nothing to do with any of those. Don't turn on Philosophy of a Knife when you first meet, or ever. Never turn that movie on. It's just 6 hours of torture. It's all it is.
Excuse me.
But I was like, I gotta see this shit. I was wrong.
Oh, I have one deliverance story, and I'm gonna jump away from that fucking movie real fast.
Please.
Is that I was working as a plumber, and we were. Yeah.
I don't want to know. Keep going.
That was when I first met you.
Jesus, people. Anyways.
Like a porn plumber?
Yeah, he's here to lay pipe.
Well, and here's the thing. So we're talking about deliverance, damn it. So they all connects.
It all goes together.
Is I walk into this guy's apartment and we're working on his AC or something. I can't remember.
You're a plumber.
Yeah, but they work on HVAC too.
Oh, shit.
Which means heating and cooling.
I'm learning a lot right now.
Oh, okay. My God. Anyways.
You know the little thing you turn on in your apartment that makes it cold? Yeah, he did that.
I don't have a fucking apartment.
Oh, well, he's still learning.
He owns a house and he'll be in debt forever.
Holy fuck, man.
He's updated.
Stop traffic.
He's updated. And the guy had all the news clippings from that story, and they were vintage newspaper clippings. So between my partner and I were like, okay, somebody fucking ask this guy what's going on. And he told us this whole story from his point of view because he was one of the guys that the story was based on. What? Exactly. And we just paused. We were like, what?
Was he Burt Reynolds or Ned Beatty? Did he have a bow and arrow?
We didn't. We listened to his stories. We were freaking the fuck out and we wanted to ask him a million questions and we didn't. And I should have just been like, I'm never going to meet you again. I want to know more. But yeah, he was like, yeah, me and my friend, it was awful. It was awful. But now as an adult, this was what did you say? 15 years ago?
Yeah.
As an adult, I'm 15 years older. how much of that was real? Was
You
he
were an
just
adult back then. You were an adult.
Dude, if you're a
I was
handy,
waiting for somebody. I just gave that to you.
if you're a handyman in my house, I'm going to tell you all kinds of stories.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Buckley's just going to sit there and watch you do your work and probably touch his belly button a few times. That's your go-to.
We all just got quiet on that one, didn't we?
You've all seen it. Can we not?
I just try not to make eye contact for like 3 hours or however fucking long.
Oh,
it is.
fuck that. I'm looking you right in the eye while I take my shirt off. It's my house, damn it.
Well, that was my
stupid
that was my
owner.
deliverance story.
That's amazing. Like, seriously. Because he obviously had to have some connection to it. Obviously.
Or he was just mentally ill and grasped.
Either way-
Why would you choose that movie?
Either way, that's
It
a
was
hell
very
of a...
specific, and he had all these news clippings, and then I can't remember if he had the book that it was based off, because that's the thing, is that there was a book
Yeah.
that the guy wrote the story off as, so it's all been. By the time it gets to Burt Reynolds, it's a totally different story.
Yeah.
I don't think he was Burt Reynolds though, because if Burt Reynolds played him, I'm pretty sure that would be like the go-to story. Like Burt Reynolds played me.
Right? He never. Really,
I was so fucking dashing.
His stories were never
Burt Reynolds played
personal perspective. So I mean, it was his perspective, but it wasn't so detailed that I was like, oh my god, he was Ned Beatty. He,
If I will get you 10, he was raped.
Yeah.
Because just putting all of the artifacts together, like he said, if it was Burt Reynolds, yeah, Burt Reynolds played me. If not, he's going to give you a long story with no certain ending. So yeah, I feel sorry for that, man.
It's like he was looking for his therapy to come out about his rape story, but he just kind of beats around the bush and just like, they made Deliverance based off me.
Right.
And I wasn't Burt Reynolds. Wink.
No royalties whatsoever. I've got this random dude doing my plumbing. I mean, what's about Dark Knight of the Scarecrow? I remember that.
Oh my fuck. Okay, let's talk about that real
Is
quick.
that a made for TV?
It's a piece of shit. Fucking dorks that are 40 and up are like, I saw it on TV when I was a kid, so I love it so much. Steve's flipping me off. But motherfucker, so the guy that started this Gore Club shit, Jake, we went to Scarefest one year and he was so excited for this fucking movie. He's like, they're finally putting it on DVD. We gotta watch it. I fucking hate watching movies at conventions anyway, especially Scarefest when that's not their focus. So it's a total shit show of how everything is set up. Sorry, fucking Scarefest. But you walk in and it's like, like 20 chairs you haven't sat in since you were in fucking elementary school and like the projector. And I'm like, this better be fucking good.
Oh no.
And the director's
it's
there.
slow.
And the director's like, when we released it in 81, everybody talked about it. Everybody loved it. He don't really talk like this. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm excited. I'm sitting there and like 45 minutes in, I'm like, I'm fucking sleepy. Like nothing's happening. And then nothing ever happens like the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, why do you love that? Yeah, like why do you love that movie?
Okay.
Like, what draws you to Dark Knight of the Scarecrow to where you guys all like praise it so hard when it's kind of just like a boring, slow paced
made for TV movie.
Yeah.
Which I feel like it like nostalgia hypes it, right? Is that what it is?
So you're saying if Mick Garris had done it, it would be better?
Well, has anybody besides Steve here watched it?
I've seen it.
Yes.
You've all, okay.
I didn't.
So
I am the problematic person you're talking about because I don't like, I never knew that anybody knew about it, much less loved it.
Yeah.
But I remember it from when I was a kid, and it was the adorable, like, special needs guy from, what is it, Law and Order? Dr. Gills, and that to me, that was the selling point. It was him trying not to murder people, but he
was his name.
Yeah,
he was trying not to murder people, but he just had to, and that's what sold it for me. But I saw it when I was a little kid. I didn't think anybody ever knew about it until I was like in my mid-20s, and I talked to Steve, and of course, of course everybody knows about that movie.
It's
so
like
I have a totally different perspective. Yeah, I didn't know that there was like a fan club for it, and there shouldn't be.
Yeah, there is, and it's all my friends that are like 8 or 9 years older than me. My friends that are like in their early to mid 40s.
Okay, fuck off.
They all, well, I'm just saying, like they all have like great views of Dark Knight of Scarecrow.
Yeah.
But I still bought the DVD because the director was a nice guy. So I was like, fuck it, here's $10.
That costume is the shit.
Yeah, it was boring as shit. I give you that. It was boring as shit.
And it's a fucking Scarecrow
it's
movie.
about mood and okay.
Exactly.
We're not going to have this discussion now.
Okay.
Yes, we are. Go ahead.
What makes it a hillbilly movie though, really? Is it just...
It was in the cornfield.
Scarecrows.
and shit.
Well, okay.
Case closed.
I didn't remember it feeling like really hickish too much, but maybe.
Small town justice,
Cornfield.
small town
Yeah.
people, small town. That's another like whole stereotype.
All the small town.
They take care of it. Like, I mean, they
only people
literally
that get
formed
killed by
a fucking
fucking
lynching
Scarecrow.
party almost.
take care of their
to go
own,
after a mentally retarded person.
Yeah.
If that's the correct term.
They
but
take
yeah.
care of their own. Yeah.
A mentally, and it's just like, yeah, that's totally. That's a whole other section of that.
Yeah.
Is not going outside of your bubble.
Yeah, I just didn't. I wanted to like it. I think it's one of those things that I think I went in with too much hype from like guys like yourself that are just like, you got to fucking see this.
Well, you're probably thinking like 80s slasher movie. Yeah, Scarecrow looks fucking
well,
awesome.
that's definitely, and the cover of it, like the DVD that they released or the Blu-ray, it totally makes it look like, oh, I'm in for like a slasher. And this is bound to be better than Scarecrow Gone Wild. I don't know if you saw those movies.
No.
It's like the third Scarecrow movie. Remember that series?
I remember Scarecrows, which I love that
Well, they
movie.
did Scarecrow Gone Wild, and Ken Shamrock's in it, and he fights a scarecrow on a beach.
Adorable.
Did you watch that one?
No.
You gotta watch it.
I don't spend my time on garbage. I'm just saying.
Oh, yes, you do.
You like Dark Knight of Scarecrow. You saw
No,
another
I
line.
saw it. That was 30 years ago.
If you saw Ken Shamrock fight a scarecrow on a beach when you were 11, you'd fucking think that was great too. Because I know I fucking would.
I saw him fight a couple in the ring, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I was there in the early days, you know. I'm pull that old
Sorry,
guy
Ken
card.
Shamrock. You're not ever going to listen to this.
Oh, you
but-
fought somebody that had a heartbeat. Oh, shit, man. Good haircut.
Hey, man.
He's high and tight, man. He had that high and tight going for a while.
He's done nothing for me.
He's the world's most dangerous man. And if he was
That's adorable.
If he was in Dark Knight of Scarecrow, he would have fucked up that little mentally ill motherfucker in like 10 seconds.
So he would have beat up a mentally ill man if he was in the movie, which he was not chosen to be in.
That sounds like something.
But
Ken Shamrock
he
would do.
battles
He's a paid
scarecrows
fighter.
in other movies.
He's been beating up mentally ill people for like 30 years. Who do you think was in the early UFC days?
Oh, my God.
Okay, I'm still trying to. The most dangerous man in the world
They're
beats
called
up
crazy
straw
people.
people.
Yeah.
He beats up pillows.
You're not gonna-
I can do that right now.
You're not going to
Beat
buy
up
that?
pillow?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not going to buy that movie? Ken Shamrock versus a pillow? Yeah, you
Ken Shamrock versus the Pillow.
Is that a Street Fighter character?
I wish it was. I like that the next movie after this is Children of the Corn, because I'd
Since
also,
we're talking
Is it?
about
Oh, yeah.
fields,
Well, those are just...
since I'm talking about things I'd like to watch Ken Shamrock.
Can we
beat
sum it up right now? Crazy ass white people.
Children of the Corn. Yeah,
more
it
of
is
that.
crazy ass white people. And that little dude,
and Isaac.
Isaac. What's his
Small
name?
town religion, but this is obviously, like very Lovecraftian. The whole he who walks behind the roads. Yeah. So
Shit was
you got a
frightening.
problem with like overalls and plaid? So this
No.
is about...
I'm trying to
Fuck.
I'm waiting until we get to one I really like, man. I don't like
You
Children of
can
the
pick
Corn.
So you want to
you
skip
want.
like straight down to Razorback?
No,
These
'cause
are not in alphabetical
I
order.
don't need to go on like my rants. So I just
The
like
whiteboard can be full of shit sometimes. I promise.
Could be whatever.
I've never seen Children of the Corn.
Really never saw like any of them.
I was
Not even
frightened of
forced
it.
to?
Like seriously, it was one of those we were talking about earlier. Like I'd go
Yeah,
in the
I've seen
video
all-
store.
Not even on
Sequels are
accident.
I'd go in the video store and see the like tapes, and I'd watch every goddamn thing. I saw those like, I know too many blonde-haired white people in this town. No,
Yeah.
no.
Just kind of laugh and cough all over Dave. Sorry.
It's probably like a different vibe when you don't live in the big city and you see shit like this.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, oh, this could happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's the appearance
like-
on all kinds of different.
That's like
characters.
if you live in the big city, if you live in New York and you see the Warriors, it's like psh, I know those guys. Whatever.
That shit ain't happening. Or like,
Seeing this shit, no.
well, like 80s movies, everybody had a switchblade. If you had a switchblade, you were a badass, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Because my sister had a switchblade, probably a lock blade.
Everybody had one.
Yeah.
Either that or switchblade comb, one or the other.
Oh, I had that
I had a
shit.
switchblade
That
comb
was
for sure.
so fucking cool.
Dude, I've been short all my life. I learned how to, I got 30 seconds to make a story. Like, if you're taller than me, I'm going to
Hang
bite
on
your
now.
lip and I'm going to knee in the nuts.
Right.
After that, it's a picture wrap on old Buckley. So, yeah.
Pull out your switchblade comb, though.
If you're taller than me, I'll put my thumb in your eye. I don't give a shit. Ain't no such thing as a fair fight.
He's on it. He's ready.
You're ready.
Sorry.
Sorry.
For what?
Apparently
don't
things
ever
happen.
be sorry.
Apparently things happen to me. No.
Only story I have about Children of the Corn is the little fucking kid in it. What's his name?
Isaac?
It's the one who played Isaac.
The main
right?
Isaac guy.
Yeah,
What's his
yeah.
name? I can't remember his real life name.
I can't remember.
He does
his
a
name.
lot of conventions.
We're the
He
worst.
looks
Fucking-
exactly the same.
And he was
He hasn't
wrestling
aged.
some dude in the hallway at a convention one time that was dressed as Freddy.
Oh,
And
no,
he's-
no. That was the Omen. That's the kid from
The
the
Omen kid. I get those little fuckers mixed up. It was the Omen kid.
That's
That's
like
like a Freddy.
city. That's,
Yeah.
that's like elite
You're all the
city
way wrong.
horror
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, I get my two
Different
guys
movie.
mixed
Yeah,
up.
different.
But that
totally
story's
different.
great.
Well, the
'Cause we were
story
both there
because
together.
they look alike now. I don't
Yeah.
fucking little kids that grew up to be little kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Please tell that story
but
anyways. We're
anyway,
going to skip to...
the guy from The Omen was wrestling a guy cosplaying as Freddy, like in a fun way, in a hallway at a convention. And Freddy thought they were playing.
we're talking about the original kid.
Yeah, and the kid had like little man syndrome though, because he got like, I don't know, Freddy got the best of him, and he straight up like Bill Goldberg spears Freddy into a wall, like tackles him, and like this dude's injured. He gets up and goes, Freddy got fucked. And then walked away.
Standing right there when that happened.
And we're just like, what the fuck just happened? I'm sorry, I thought you were the other kid from the other horror movie.
Go ahead. You're going to watch it.
I don't care who you are or how long or if you've ever done anything famous, you leave a fucking story.
Yeah, he left a fucking story.
Ned Beatty will remember me till the day he dies.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
You leave a story.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a I thought he was the kid from Children of Corn. I didn't know who the fuck he was because I don't give a fuck about the Omen either. But
Yeah, so
that
you
Freddy
were-
got fucked.
It was
Yeah,
like, it
so
was
you
after-
were nobody anyway.
Yeah, I didn't care about that dude anyway, but now I do because that story is great.
I would too. I'd be this
It was
biggest
an
fan
after
now.
convention like photo op. We were all drunk, hanging out in the lobby, and it went way south.
It
fast.
I
escalated
remember
so
you telling
so
about
fast.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was one of those like everybody's happy and then it just like the whole room is just like what the fuck and then I'm like drunk and laughing.
Yeah, and the
'Cause I'm just
cosplay
like,
Freddy is
that's
a
like-
friend of ours, Wild Bill. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, that just fucking happened.
Yeah. I mean,
See, I wouldn't have been able to control myself in that moment.
Oh, we were all
Because
cheering.
I
Or
would
like,
have been,
oh my God.
I would
that
have been
just
like,
happened.
"Oh my God, are you okay?" And then I would have leg dropped him because I'm a whore for a camera.
when he yelled Freddy got fucked, I died. I was just like, we're done here. This is
I'm
it.
a Jason man anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to go buy his Children of the Corn movie. He's not in Children of the Corn. Fuck it. I'm going to buy his movie. Whatever his movie is.
Put some overalls on him. Same kid.
Yeah, you're all the fucking same little child stars. I don't give a fuck. Were you the Goonies? What are you? Fuck you.
But we've got. Oh my God.
Sorry, Corey Feldman. What is your name? Which one are you?
You're the white kid with the good smile.
Yeah, it'd be okay,
Oh.
buddy.
Keeping it rolling. Let's
Rub his
see.
head the same way Warren Beatty rubbed his.
Exactly.
Little guy.
Well, you could say there's an argument for like Friday the 13th and like those kind of backwoods slasher films like The Burning.
Yeah.
I like Razorback. Razorback is a country
seen that
because
one.
people kind of forget about Australia being mostly outback.
Yeah.
Wolf Creek.
Wolf Creek. Yeah, I was going to say that when you mentioned Razorback. Wolf Creek
Wolf
definitely
Creek's up
fits under
there.
that. There was another one that came out around the same time as Wolf Creek. I can't think of what
Was
the fuck it's
Frontiers.
called.
There's so many other countries that being an American, you're like, oh, that's not really. Yes, it is. It's totally
Yeah,
backwoods bullshit like stereotypes.
Because everybody
A Serbian film
associates
could be
like
that way,
the
if you think
South
about it.
in the U.S. with
Right.
it.
I
and
want to
nowhere
see
else.
a film like that about England because there's so much of England is fucking Worcestershire and that's not fucking all hobbits. And
Speaking of
there
that,
are little,
England's not all
there are
hobbits,
little
in case you
creepy
didn't know.
goblin people that are English that do
Severance.
fucking horrible
Severance,
things.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Severance is great.
You should check out
think that's
Severance.
actually- yeah, it's up
it's in it's in England. I don't know what fucking part or where at, but it stars Danny Dyer, who's like one of my favorite like actors out of England. He's hilarious and he does a lot of horror movies. But it's like The Office. It's a business trip and they go in the middle of the woods and bad shit happens.
Nice.
And, I think you would dig it, man. If that's what you're
that
looking
sounds
for.
right up my alley.
Yeah.
And
Sounds right up
it's
my
a
alley.
weird mixture of like slasher, but it then goes like batshit crazy at the end. Like it kind of turns the whole movie on its head. I don't really want to spoil it for you, but it does have like that backwoods vibe.
Oh,
and
totally
it's
down.
not. And it's not
Totally down. What's the name of it again?
Severance.
Severance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just
Excellent. I'm down for it.
it's a horror comedy, but it's got some really cool kills and the dialogue's really good on it.
Yeah,
So-
dialogue. I'm a whore for dialogue.
There's one up there I noticed isn't up there. Pumpkinhead.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking
That's
that
one.
that
Nice.
I was
As we were
thinking of
talking
that
about
earlier.
communities that take care of their own.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Pumpkinhead
And it's
definitely
totally,
falls
that's
into
a
that.
perfect example
Yes,
of a hillbilly
yes.
film people don't think of like, like Mother's Day. Like those dudes are a piece of shit, like hillbilly rapist guys who work for their mom. Right?
Yeah.
Do what their mom says. Pumpkinhead is the dad's fault. Everything is his fault because of the rage that he comes from his child being killed.
No, it's the people that killed his kid's fault. He didn't do anything wrong.
No, he didn't.
City
I just
folk.
meant, but the whole film circles around his rage trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get revenge. I mean,
That's what
Yeah.
the whole energy that brought it. Yeah.
Didn't they change the origin though in part 2?
You mean Blood Wings?
Yeah, don't they kind of just change his origin? It's like the old gypsy lady type thing, or
those are the ones I just kind of watched and didn't care. I don't own them.
See, I like, that whole shit. Blame it on the foreigners. There was a brown woman in the forest. No, I'm not with it.
Well,
I
these
like
were
the
these were
whole-
city kids who killed his kids.
Yeah,
It's even you could put a black person and they're like, oh, the black, we know who it is now. They did it wrong because these kids had money. They're on the motorbikes. They run over his child, and it's this the rage of. Even though he, I guess, being him, like even the stereotype of him being like an educated business owner, and then his neighbor has a pig farm. It's like, oh, but his rage takes over, and he, I don't know, goes over the stereotype of being he's supposed to be the educated person. There's like layers to that film that Stan Winston wrote. that is fucking great.
Yes, the passion of who he is and where he's from.
Right. And if you want to look at that, you could say the guy who is supposed to be like maybe the liberal in that area, he's the one that goes out and makes this whole movie happen because of his rage takes over.
And
there's
the
a lot going on in that movie if you really want to dissect it.
The people that live on the same ground and the history of this, I guess you call it a crone, sprouts up because of his rage, and he kind of brings it up out of the ground.
Right.
But he couldn't have done that without the crone and the legend that lives in his land.
Right.
It's fascinating.
You brought it up, Dave.
Oh, no. You guys just ran
I'm
with
glad
it.
you brought that up. It's fascinating.
Well, yeah, it's just one that I thought you were talking about tribes and people
those
that
swamp
take
stories,
care of their
those
own.
southern superstition stories. That's something that I don't think it could be tapped into endlessly for different kinds of movies.
Oh, it has been. I mean, they've been throwing that same story out for years. We were talking about remakes last week.
Oh yeah.
Well,
how many times have they used that trope, like the backwoods person taking revenge on the city folk?
See, I want to see a little fucking nerdy kid that lived in a city part of a small town that kind of has been, bringing all these legends. He's kind of soaked up all these stories and stuff of where he's from, and he's figured out, he's like, well, I want to fucking set some shit on fire myself. And I might be speaking from personal experience, but you know what I mean? There's always something different to be brought from these tropes, just like with any genre,
Yeah.
Slasher film, you can put any guy with a mask and a bad attitude and a machete.
Yeah.
It's going to work.
Like religious backwoods horror films. I've got Race the Devil, and I got Yeehaw Satan. But you could also take that whole ideology and put it towards Red State. Yeah, exactly. Which is one of my favorite Kevin Smith movies.
Yes. Well, and more recently they did The Hunt.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that, but that's very hillbilly type movie too. And they put all the stereotypes on both sides, the right and the left in it. But if you watch,
was that kind of it's kind of like The Game?
Yeah, it's essentially
letting people loose and they're hunting them.
Yeah, and not to get super political to show, but it's rich liberals that are kidnapping the right wing that they feel like have done wrong things, like news reports, things like that, and are putting them in this game called The Hunt, where they just hunt them, and they can leave them little weapons and shit like that. But one of the funny things they do is they kind of build an area made for how they see the right, like rednecks, in their view. So it's these open woods, and then there's the stereotypical gas station with the hillbilly old couple running it, and all these little touches to it are there. And I thought that was really well done. And that was definitely one of those revenge films. I don't think it's really a horror film too much. It's marketed as one, but it's more of kind of an action comedy in a way.
Yeah. Well, if those films taught me anything, it's the hillbilly at the gas station knows what he's talking about.
The guy from Cabin in the Woods.
They do the stereotype really well in this one. There's always that stereotype in every movie.
You leave Alfredo the fuck alone, okay?
Alfredo,
you leave him. Clean that trap, Alfred. Clean it good.
But, you were kind of talking about how often it's done and stuff, and I think Tucker and Dale really spoofed all of it perfectly.
So you can't talk about this genre without bringing up that movie, and that's great.
Tucker and Dale turned it on its head. They were just okay, there's all these stereotypes. We're gonna make fun of them in the right way in this movie, and it was fucking perfect.
And it threw so many good things there in. It threw a lot of topics all in one movie. That's impressive,
These college kids. And you know what's funny? In my dumb brain sometimes, I saw it when I was a kid too. 10 years ago, I was a young buck too, Steve. But I remember seeing it, and I knew what the movie was about. But the first 10 minutes or so, they do intentionally give you that vibe, oh, these two guys are going to be the killers, because they make them fucking creepy and fucking weird. And then of course, they're goofy, and the gas station scene happens and all that shit, but. It was good. It was awesome. And I remember showing it to my kids last year, and even they were so these two guys have to be the villains, because they had no clue going in. I start playing it. Yeah. If you play it for somebody blind, they're oh, these guys got to eventually be the fuckheads, right? And then the college kids just keep killing themselves on the property.
And then they're adorable. By the time of the
they're fucking adorable.
They're adorable.
It's a shame it never got a sequel. That's one of those that should have got a fucking sequel.
And the way they marketed it, you didn't know either.
Yeah.
Even though you know those actors, you're like, there's no way, there's no way he's going to be that. Wash can't be a bad guy.
I've just seen so
But
many comedy actors
already know
murder
it.
people.
You think it's going in and he's going to be the bad guy. So
I went
it's
into
such
it
a
excited. I was like,
well-written
okay, Alan Tudyk's going to murder some people. I'm down for it. I'll take my shirt off, But like, I'm down for it. And then it's like, oh, they threw this around.
No, it was fun, man.
Yeah,
And
it was so great.
I don't.
So original.
Those type of movies make it hard to do that genre again. They're just like kind of Scream in the 90s and things like that. Things that take a genre and they're like, yeah, fuck everything. When they become mainstream, it makes it hard. I mean, because there are always stuff that's spoofed. There's always movies like Popcorn and shit like that. But you got your Screams and your Tucker and Dales that really make it like, if you make a movie after that, you're like, can I use any of this shit now? Can I use any of these stereotypes without being an asshole?
You're scratching out half the
by the
script.
fans.
Like while you're writing it. Yeah.
You're just like, fuck,
I
man.
felt that way about watching. I just had it in my mind, and it's gone. Oh, Hatchet.
Hatchet.
Oh, it's
Well,
up there, yeah.
The first time I saw it, I was just like, "This shit is." It's like they threw everything out, but you remember, there's a big scary guy in the woods.
They streamlined it.
He has a weird story. And it was like taking you back to square one.
and they did like the swamp
When you're
thing
a
with
kid.
that one too.
Yeah.
The Louisiana
There's
swamp
the
style.
extra,
So
and
it's
then
not
you have
the
these dumbass like the fall people, like the city people.
porn directors.
Yeah,
and
like they're
things
going to show
that.
their tits, they're going to be stupid, and they're going to get their heads cut off. And God bless the old woman that got her head twisted off because she had fucking, what's his name? I can't remember.
Kane Hodder?
Kane Hodder's fingers all in her mouth, twisted her head off, and went for it for that first kill, and it was just a beautiful movie.
Oh,
And it was
yeah.
like taking you back to square one, although knowing all the things you know from watching those kind of movies.
Well, it's one of those when you watch it too, you're like, why aren't more movies shot in like fucking Louisiana?
Yeah.
Like New Orleans. That's perfect.
It was
there's,
gorgeous.
There's like fucking swamps and
Especially
people
that kind.
partying, getting drunk.
You're
and
already
cemeteries.
sweaty.
Even your
You're
one dude,
already
he's
dirty.
like, down here.
You haven't even gotten to the swamp yet.
He's like, down here,
just-
fun and titties. Down here, badness.
Yeah, and just
where do we go?
They're just a couple miles away from each other. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on the boat ride. I mean, he's doing tours on that boat ride.
And the
still, you know.
Candyman doing
Are you
that.
serious?
Yeah, Adam Green, you can go on the tour of that swamp with
Oh
Adam
my
Green.
god! All right, Adam, we're
Todd-
coming.
Tony Todd doing a full comedy rip just made it beautiful. Like, don't be walking on my sidewalk. Like,
Yeah, they really turned him in that
Brilliant.
series later on, though.
brilliant. Yeah,
They did.
Yeah, they did.
Goes from like fun guy to like evil and conniving motherfucker within like a sequel.
What else we have? Obviously we have Cabin in the Woods. I put California up there because you have a backwoods character who lives in a trailer park, who is a serial killer, who meets the city people and then takes them to hell.
Let me tell you how I know it's a fucking hillbilly
And
movie.
it's supposed to be pretty
That's-
much in Louisville.
That's a beautiful. That definitely deserves to be on this
But
list.
it's
'cause
not,
it was-
it's not a movie you think about when you think of hillbilly horror.
So I do.
because it's super psychological.
So this is why I know it's fucking hillbilly. So when I grew up,
I can't wait. This is awesome.
my grandfather lived in Frankfurt, like in the country part of Frankfurt, on like 98 acres of land. And this fucking neighbor loved that movie. And he would always talk about it every time we came to his fucking house. And he'd go, I just watched California with a K. And he always said California with a K. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I never watched it. And then when I was like 14, I rented it. And I was like, oh, this is pretty good. But now I associate it forever with like hillbillies.
With
loving it.
California with a K.
Because he would fucking, him and his wife would talk about it like it was the greatest movie ever made. And I'm like, fuck, it is pretty good. But I kind of hate it because I just hear this dude's voice all the time. And the dude's name was Wendell, by the way. So it's like, does it get more country than Wendell? Wendell loves California with a K, and he has to say it that way every fucking time in case I get it confused with some other movie called California. If there is one with a C. How about like California with a C?
I just saw that movie California with a C.
That's a good fucking movie, though. It really is. But it is like really liked by hillbillies, apparently, because that dude
I never
hated everything.
This ain't Lucky Logger.
I never saw it until like and it's funny looking back, like from the age of like 10 to 13, whenever I was being shown how to shoot a gun, I always heard, you got to hold it soft like a pecker. You remember? Yeah.
That's what he said.
Because that's what he says. And I never knew what I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll hold my pecker soft too. What? I got a fist grip. What are we doing?
Depends on what girl I am that night.
Yeah. I gotta hold it soft like a pecker. And they'd laugh after doing it. And then I was 14. I was like, holy fuck, I don't want to live here anymore. Then I moved. But yeah, and the whole shit. Oh, and there were so many brilliant psychological moments in that movie. But the part when he was fucking shit out of Juliette Lewis and looking at
In the
old
car.
girl,
Yeah.
that shit disturbs me to this day. I don't have whole movies that scare me. I don't have whole genres that scare me or disturb me. I have little moments in movies. That is one of them to this day that disturbs the fuck out of me. Is when he's doing that.
And in hindsight, she doesn't even realize that she's being stared at by a serial killer fucking his girlfriend. So like what is going through everyone's mind at that moment is so one of those movies you go back and watch. You go, what the fuck was he thinking at that moment? Besides like, hey, you watching me? No, that his level of like where his brain is, you have no idea where he's at.
Do they ever explain why it's called California?
Because that's where they're headed.
With a K.
Well, because it's the 90s, man.
Because they're from Kentucky and it's with a K.
93, yeah.
If it was the 90s, it'd have like a Z in it and a 3.
Or some numbers.
Numbers.
A few numbers.
Well, maybe that's the stereotype. If it was a more urban, quote unquote movie, it'd be have a Z for boys, but since it's a redneck, it's a K for California. I'm just totally making it up as I go.
Because rednecks don't know how to spell, apparently.
Well, no, it's a stereotype.
That's a stereotype. I see you got Misery on there, too.
Misery is
that
yes.
It's in the mountains.
This is a hill chick. Are you kidding me? She's self-sufficient with an axe and a pig.
No. I think
don't get me started on Annie Wilkes, okay? Because I will fight you as we stand.
He is an Annie Wilkes fan, I guess.
He is.
We're set.
Steve. I can't even get a word out. Okay.
Anyway, Steve, go ahead.
Because I have certain movies up there because they represent what a hillbilly movie is, and some of them you're not thinking that that's what that is because if you think of the character, who she is, where she's located, her best friend's a fucking pig.
I now that you say all these things,
nobody goes to check on her until after. It's one of those things that if she were to die, nobody would know for 6 months because for one, it's winter in the country in the mountains, or at least in the hills of New England.
There are hillbillies in the north, by the way.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
But that's
they
why
just
that's
talk
up there.
different.
Because that's a terrifying thing where if that guy, he could be in that house for another year and nobody would ever know.
Exactly.
Yeah. And she's the Southern hospitality. She talks to the sheriff and she's like, oh, everything's great. But he knows he knows inside that there's something wrong.
Yes.
But that's just a stereotype. That's why I put it up there.
So this kind of blew my mind though just now.
And Stephen King knows redneck. When he writes a redneck, he understands the mentality of different types.
But
stereotypes.
I want to assume you researched it before writing on the board. That came out in 1990?
Yeah.
It feels, I thought it was so much older than that.
No, you're right.
Honestly.
You're old.
It seems like it should be.
Feels like
Think about how young James Caan looks
2012.
Yeah, it just feels so fucking odd. Like, it's just like old as fuck. In my brain, I'm thinking like early 80s, maybe late 70s, not 1990.
I remember when that movie came out, so it had to be.
Well, I don't because I'm not that fucking old, guys.
Yeah.
But a lot of these movies like that came out in the 70s, 80s, and I guess fucking 1990, I saw on TV. But I remember seeing Misery at a pretty young age, and it was on TV, like USA or one of those channels. So in my mind,
definitely
all those
TNT.
movies are like 80s and 70s. So it's kind of mind-boggling that that's only 30 years old.
Right.
I know 30 years is still a fucking long time, but to me, it doesn't feel that long.
Yeah, I'm waiting for sort of movies like Smokey and the Bandit to come up. I know it's not a horror film, but it's definitely a redneck film.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about.
I got one.
We're not going to sit here and do a Joe Bob history of the redneck cinema.
I got one for you that I didn't discover until I was working at Hollywood Video. Preacher Man by Trauma Movies.
Oh, I should know that. I've never seen it.
It probably came out in like the 80s, didn't it?
That's when they were churning out tons of shit.
But it was brilliant because
Did they make it or did they buy it and release it?
They made it.
That's the difference.
Did Trauma make Preacher Man? Or
It was brilliant because it was not like any of their other movies. It was like a narrative tale of this fucking guy, this preacher that was fucking everybody's daughter and making them shine and hopping counties and trying to get away from the law. And they had like an old time like narrative song that progressed throughout the movie. And
that sounds like a movie they probably bought for distribution.
That's what. So
because they did that early. A lot of film companies did that.
A lot of times in the 80s,
distributions before they became.
It was adorable,
especially when Lloyd was throwing all that money around in the 80s.
Yeah.
They bought a lot. They have a lot of great movies that are under Trauma that they like bought it. What's that one they showed on fucking Joe Bob to start the season? I can't remember what it's called now.
Oh, the Blood-Sucking Freaks.
Blood-Sucking Freaks. Yeah. When that opens up, it says Trauma. But that one, that's what I remember about that too, is that, it falls under the Trauma film umbrella, and it's a pretty fucking good movie.
It was
actually.
funny.
Yeah,
there was no huge gore,
but
it was just a bunch of funny situations, and I thought it was funny, and I'd never even heard of it until I was working there.
Like,
this is all right. Like, I'll remember this one.
It's the best part about being in a video store, all the shit you discover. I just want to talk about it. Can we please get the Trailer Park of Terror? Because I redboxed that motherfucker. Like, this is right when my store was going under anyway. Also from Hollywood Video. So
we need to do a whole fucking thing about it.
My store never got that one because we were starting to go into like liquidation and shit. Yeah. So I remember going to Redbox and renting that because the fucking what country singer is in it? Dwight Yoakam, right? No, the other motherfucker.
They couldn't afford him.
Shut up.
No, he's a good name. He's a big name.
I know they couldn't afford him.
The guy that got's a big name.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I was gonna say Garth Brooks or Chris Gaines.
No, it's a fucking
Conway Twitty.
No,
darling.
He plays like Satan in it, essentially.
Yes. It begins with an A.
He's a fairly big like country singer.
Please light us up on the comments on this, by the way.
And I can't think of
you dumb motherfucker.
I'm so mad that I don't know this.
I can't know.
Shane?
Trace Adkins.
Trace Atkins.
Dirty mouth.
Shane's our data.
Trace Atkins.
Yeah, Trace Atkins. I got it. I went through the index. It took me a while.
Yeah. Okay.
But man, so when I saw him on the cover, I was like, fuck, I got to get this. This is going to be stupid as fuck. It's actually super entertaining.
Yes.
But it is like, if there anything should be called hillbilly horror, it's fucking Trailer Park of Terror. Because it checks every box you could think of.
Yes.
Like, in every stereotype.
They even did the Demolition Derby, for fuck's sake, for good measure.
Yeah, they did. They did. And it's introduced by like this country bumpkin, like Satan guy, like Trace Atkins.
Yeah.
Wearing all fucking black. And it's just like,
piss and fire.
Yeah. It's like, remember that show like The Hitchhiker and that dude would walk and start telling you a story? It was like that, but with Trace Atkins.
Yeah. Red Shoe Diaries with David Duchovny.
Because this is one of the movies I'll talk about till the day I die. The part that really sold me was that first like descent into madness where old girl was trying to leave with her boyfriend and they accidentally murdered him. You remember?
Oh,
that?
yeah. Yep.
And she gave some amazing acting. Like, that was like Shakespearean tears. I'm serious.
I like your level of Shakespearean
when
acting.
She fucking fell and cried and was like, I'm just trying to fucking get out of here. Like, I felt that to my core because I grew up in that fucking place.
I hope the fucking director of Trailer Park of Terror, when she did that scene, was like, that was fucking Shakespearean. You signed up for the right movie for that acting.
Just stops it and just starts clapping.
It was brilliant.
It really,
like, to say cut.
And then they did a bunch of fun stuff. And I heard the dude who played Roach, that was like the guitar player. Yeah. I heard he was actually like a phenomenal guitar player that never acted before, and they just kind of put him in there.
If it came out in the 80s, it would be like a cult favorite for sure. Yes. It came out at the wrong time and got Redbox.
I got the comic book, I think, before I even saw the movie.
Yeah, the kills are awesome. Like the gore in it's fucking great.
Yeah, I mean, the old girl with the massage, she ripped his back out. That
and that had your stereotypical masseuse.
All of the quote unquote redneck humor. That it's just perfect.
Making the jerky. Making the jerky and stealing the rig. And it was just goddamn brilliant. And I like how, going back and watching it, like they show when they're in the diner and like the one girl says the beautiful line. She's like, well, sometimes when I look at myself a certain way, I look like Julia Roberts, but that don't mean a whole lot to the rest of the world. And she's all methed out and looking, Well, they show like a map on the news about the weather. And it's real quick, and it lets you know it's in like northern Tennessee on the Kentucky border. It doesn't let you know exactly where they're at, but it shows the weather, and that's where the trailer park is. But they, you know what I mean? They never let you know exactly where it is.
My excitement for this movie caused me to spritz water all over my face.
Please keep that on the camera.
So if we could just keep that and me making my face. If anybody wanted to know what it looked like if somebody shot a load on me, I just did it. I made the face.
Well, those people are out there.
But really, that movie is like, everybody should check that piece of shit out. Cause it is like, it's a trashy fucking movie. Yeah. But it's like the right level of trash. And it's super fun. With a heart, And I was shocked by it cause I rented it, just the novelty of it, going like, oh, this motherfucker is in this movie, Trace Adkins, who I always call some other country singer name, but whatever.
How many minutes are we in?
Oh, I don't know.
7.
Now it's up.
Derek likes something.
I actually like a lot of things on that.
Oh, we could have a ticker for that. Like
you should every time I really like something.
Well, no, he said he liked something earlier. I don't remember what it was, but then he bashed it immediately.
That was Motel Hell.
He's like, I like it, but I hate it.
He bashed it.
Well, that's the thing that Derek and I agree on is that I can always say I love that piece of shit.
Yes,
like that's a sentence I have been saying forever. Because if you don't admit that when you're a fan. You're a piece of shit because just because you like something doesn't mean it's good.
That's the problem a lot of times with the horror fan base because there's always like I like as much as I hate a lot of things, I like everything. So I'll watch this genre, the hillbilly shit. I'll watch the Italian shit. Yeah. I'll watch the straightforward slasher, the psychological shit, all that. I'm a fan of every genre of horror. So I can watch everything in it and go like, hey, some of the shit I like isn't very good and it's just made for the fans of this particular genre. Yeah. But genre fans, a lot of horror fans only like one thing. They only like the Italian films, the Japanese films, whatever. And everything else that comes out, they have to get on their fucking keyboards and go, everything you like's fucking garbage. And I'm like, dude, no, we all like garbage. This is what's fun about it is that we're like, we pop for garbage. We all like, hey, this doesn't have to be art. We just want to fucking have a beer, drink bourbon, eat ice cream, whatever the fuck you do, and watch some shit happen.
Right. Yeah. I remember be entertained in different levels.
Different flavors.
I remember when I realized I like bad movies, I rented Troll 2 and I was like, I love this for some reason.
And that was Dave's, no, you're fired.
Yeah. And I'm like,
just saying.
Oh, no, it's a great, it doesn't get a Blu-ray release because it doesn't have fans.
Right.
They don't make a documentary about it because it doesn't have charm and there's a level of like, God, this movie's awful. I want to see it again.
But so many awful movies have amazing stories. You know, whether it's the story in the movie or about the making.
Yeah.
You know,
there's great
beautiful stuff. You know,
there's a great John Landis quote. However you think of that guy, but is that once Star Wars
documentary recently is kind of really
when Star Wars hit, it all it's like the level of storytelling has always been there, but now we have special effects to cover up the shit that it really is. It's like now it's all crap. It's always been crap. But now we're going to go to the movie theaters and see it instead of the drive-in. You know, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they pull in when it's in the movie theater, it's pulling in an audience that probably doesn't like those type of genre films a lot of times.
Yeah.
So you got critics reviewing this shit that have no business watching these fucking movies. Like no critic should watch anything outside of probably Misery that's on this list. Like I don't want Roger Ebert to review American Gothic.
No, and I love that movie. And it's on that we haven't talked about.
He's not going to also get excited for the swing going over the mountain bullshit like I do. I'm like
Razorback. Mwah.
Yeah, and if there's a critic, if that's what they do and they consider themselves a critic, write something. Yeah. If you'd seen so much shit, then let me criticize you. Otherwise, you got no use to me.
And sometimes it goes the opposite, like Roger Ebert, who used to write exploitation films and then turned his back on the whole genre to where he doesn't even either it's part of his shtick as a character, as that critic, or
I think it's a shtick.
I thought so
think a lot
too.
of it is because he knows his audience,
right?
Ebert and Roper or Siskel and Ebert. Yeah. Who the fuck is coming on my TV at 12:30 before I watch Shop at Home and buy some fucking katanas like a man?
UBC katanas.
They know their audience. They know their audience is like 50 and up.
Right.
People like that are gonna fucking go. Oh yeah, I want to go see the new Shakespearean style film and.
I'm gonna critique Amadeus and then Fright Night on the same fucking episode.
It's not Buckley. He's gonna watch Trailer Park Terror and go, that bitch's acting was Shakespearean.
I stand by that statement.
It's a totally different audience, and that's fair. Like I get it. I understand your shtick, but so many people turn to that.
And there's so many different areas that are like I will watch something that is just garbage, but it's got a lot of kills, a lot of continuity, and it's fast. That could be just as amazing as something with no kills and some great acting and writing. It's just all different flavors. Like we shouldn't divide. I want the sampler. I want a little bit of everything.
One man's trash is another man's treasure. Yes. That stands with the horror genre. Because I like so much dog shit, and I talk shit because I have fun, but it's always fun shit talk. And I've always stuck to the fact that I've never written a movie review on Facebook. I've never written a serious movie review ever.
No, I have friends that do that. We both have friends that do that.
Because I refuse to do it. Because I'm not going to get in this shit show of bashing a movie. Go fucking watch it and let me know. Now, if something came out 20, 30 years ago and I'm doing a fucking podcast, I'll shoot on it. Let's have discussions.
I'll shoot it on it.
But if there's something that just came out theaters, I don't want to fucking take money away from anybody. Go fucking see it. Maybe you'll love it.
Exactly. If we're going to talk about critics, the thing I hate about anybody who critiques a film or a piece of art is that you have to ingest it. But I can buy a fucking Iron Maiden record when I'm 12 and go, this sucked. But then by the time I'm 15, I'm like, I listened to it 15 times in 3 years. And oh my God, it's life changing. That's how I look at it when we're going to watch a movie. Like if I'm going to go see Evil Dead and then I'm going to point out all the things that are wrong with it, then you're not even watching the movie.
Yeah.
You're not even ingesting it.
People go into hate things now too, though. That's the other thing.
I think they always have.
I think it's worse now with the internet though,
That's what
especially
sells.
because what you see a lot of times when a movie releases, you'll see the first 2 weeks, it's happiness. It's people going, "Oh my god, I love this movie, 10 out of 10, great movie," and they're probably exaggerating too. But I think people read that and they go into the movie going, "I gotta be the one that hates this."
Yeah.
So they sit there like that dick that's at like every concert with your arms crossed and just staring, ready to fucking hate something. And that's what they do the whole time. They're like, "Oh yeah, that line wasn't that good. That wasn't funny." And then by the time they see the movie, most of the time they've watched 75 fucking trailers, they've read 20 fucking reviews, and they've read like the plot synopsis where they know everything that's going to happen. And they go, "Well, I didn't find anything very surprising." "Oh, really? Because you read the whole fucking thing before you saw it."
Or they'll fake it.
Their
Yeah,
energy.
They'll talk to their friends and then write a review.
Yeah, their energy and their action is all based on the reaction to the movie and not the movie itself, and that fucking sucks.
It's a weird thing that happens, and I think it happens more in like the horror and sci-fi genres.
Well, because
than
anything in the
else.
horror and sci-fi genre, anything goes. You talk about anything, you say the right names, it's all fandom. You know, you can, somebody will look at you.
You think people that are into romantic comedies also have these conversations?
No way, man. They're just
If you do, tell them to email me because I have questions.
Against All Odds is fantastic. It's like the Notebook of the 80s.
I've never seen somebody on the internet going like, "Say
you,
another
Notebook is
fucking
trash."
thing about Drew Barrymore and I'll cut your fucking throat."
We're not friends on Facebook.
Never seen that.
As good as it gets, I will cut you.
I will fucking cut you.
Over
Say another
Jack
thing about
Nicholson's
Never Been
performance.
Kissed.
Yes.
Never Been Kissed is the best, you fucking losers. I like Drew Barrymore. You like Meryl Streep.
There's got to be a subreddit for this. There has to be.
I'm gonna
If not, we should
Create it.
create one. Yeah. We could be like Battletoads, like, you know, "Oh, I like Drew Barrymore." "Well, you're too young." You know, Jack Nicholson is the be all and end all, you know.
You don't know shit about Jane Fonda.
Yeah.
And a lot of those we can kind of not necessarily lump them all together, but like you've got House of a Thousand Corpses, you've got Wrong Turn. A lot of the films kind of came out around the same time, Cabin Fever, all that stuff.
Can we talk about the sequels to Wrong Turn with Henry Rollins in the woods?
Please do.
Never seen one of them.
You never saw Wrong Turn 2?
None of them.
So Wrong Turn 2.
That's where you should start. Wrong Turn 2.
Some of those
Go
directors
ahead.
went on to be actually really good movies.
Which I believe Joe Lynch did Wrong Turn 2, right?
Yeah.
They cast Henry Rollins in it. And most movies that Rollins is in, they don't let him like be what you see Henry Rollins as, which is like that full on like badass that you assume he is. This one, they really go all in on it in almost like a spoofy way because he just like snaps and he ends up in the woods and he's wearing like fucking camouflage and shit across his face. And he's like battling the hillbillies.
He's
like
gonna watch
No shit.
Yeah. He's like, "I'm not going to be the fucking hunted. Fuck you. I'm hunting them too. Because I'm Henry fucking Rollins." And he goes like full out badass on it. And I love that piece of shit movie because of that.
That I'm sold already.
Yeah. And the
Why
first
did
one,
none of you tell me?
well,
I just thought you'd know.
I want Rambo, Alabama all day long. Where's that? It doesn't matter.
You need to have that as a license plate.
Rambo, Alabama.
that's exactly, it's little things like that.
You want to see a crazy white dude? I'm a crazy white dude. Yeah. Damn, I'm already inspired.
I think they have like, I think he told me last week they got the Wrong Turn like 6, right? You mentioned something that they got like a shit ton of
I
sequels.
don't know if there's that many, but damn.
I've
There's quite a
wasted
few.
half a
There's quite a
vacation
few.
with none
Tell
of
us in
this
the comments
information.
and tell us we're dumb. I love it.
Yeah, somebody's gonna be like, "Actually, Wrong Turn 4 is the best."
Yeah. No, I love that. Please
It has Jane Fonda.
bash the fuck out of us.
Why you
Great.
keep bringing up Jane Fonda?
I don't know. She was still in my head.
Those are the
from
kind of
earlier.
critics I listen to. The people who are like, "You guys suck." I'm like, you know what? You're not wrong.
Bro, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you're listening to us.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys want to wrap this up?
Sure.
Yeah, we
You have
can.
any closing remarks on the hillbilly fucking genre?
The only closing
Horror.
remark I have is I'm upset we didn't talk about Dead and Breakfast because that was one of my favorite like random DVD rentals ever.
Well,
And
let's-
people
let's
shit on
close it
that
out
one
with
a
that.
lot.
Let's close
But that's a really cool one. The cast is fun. I mean, you fucking David Carradine. It's like, you know, he has this little box with the cool man thong, you know, in this like fucking box. And then the dude from
He's kind of the same character from, was it Evil Tunes? Is that what the same? Go ahead.
yeah, but the dude from the Drew Carey show, I can't ever remember that dude's name. Not Drew Carey, the other fucking main guy from it. Whose line was he on? Whose line is anyway? I don't know. The comedian.
Yeah.
It's like his like butler, and
Colin something.
he like somehow the Koo Man thong gets knocked over. It kills David Carradine, and then all these supposed teenagers, which the stars of that's Eric Palladino, who most people know from fucking ER, but I know him from Dead and Breakfast. And then Jeremy Sisto, who most people know as being fucking dreamy.
He's from Louisville.
Or
at least Kentucky. I remember that.
But they show up and this whole hillbilly town's essentially getting possessed by this Ku Man Thong curse.
Hold on, there's a thong talisman. Like thong. We're talking about a thong.
Well, that's how they say it. Yeah, but it's actually just, there's no, it's just a box.
Yeah.
And then when it bust open, it apparently...
it's like Pandora's box.
Buckley was thinking that he had a box with a thong in it.
That would be so good.
I love this conversation. Please keep going.
But he dropped it on the ground and then the shit happened. It got real.
Kind of some of the appeal to it is like the sheriff, it's very like Andy Griffith. Like, it's like the sheriff's very straightforward, Andy Griffith, and then you got the sidekick who's just a goofy fuck. Like, the first time when they're pulling out a corpse, he drops it down the stairs and like slides down, hits every step. He's like, well, I'm sorry, sir. And then
that sounds amazing.
And of course, like the sheriff's like, what's that called? The Ku Man Thong? So they say it like 1,000 times in the movie, so they know the joke.
See, I love this because I'm learning about shit I had no idea about.
It's narrated.
That's what we're here for, Buckley. That's what we're here for.
It's narrated by Zach Zelwyn, who was on G4 back in the day, and he's like an guitar player, musician. So he actually sings these country songs about everything that's happening in the movie as it happens.
Love that.
There's actually a couple musical numbers, yeah.
Yeah,
love it.
Leg wrestling is in it, so they had the leg wrestling scene.
Your dick's loose. There was not all this in one movie.
It's all in this fucking movie, dude.
Dead and Breakfast.
There's a straight up Thriller dance at one point while he's like hillbilly rapping.
They're dancing, yeah. The girl from another quote unquote backwoods movie from Jeepers Creepers is in it.
Jeepers Creepers, which is another one that I was going to bring up earlier when he was talking about where he lives at.
Yeah.
Cause when I saw Jeepers Creepers, my bus stop at the time, we lived on like a couple of acres and it was all woods around me and I had to stand at the end of this road and wait.
The truck goes
and all I would think about, and there's always semis and shit going down that road. And all I would think about is that Jeepers Creepers song and this motherfucker gonna fly down and get me. Which I wouldn't be a good catch. I mean, I'm
the director might.
Yeah.
That shows our age difference because where I lived at, I would always wander out on the highway and anytime I saw a semi, it's like, you keep Gage in the goddamn house. Like, that was always my concern. Like, because he's a little fucker, he's adorable, you keep him in the house.
Did we even bring up the Pet Cemetery remake last week? Thank God we didn't.
No, we stayed away from that.
Yeah.
We'll have a whole thing about like those type of movies one day. But I liked it, so that'll be a whole different argument.
There are things that's what the fuck? That means we're done.
Well, sir, you're supposed to be silent.
I don't.
But I'll say, like, the one thing I did pull from all this shit is there's way more hillbilly movies than I imagined.
Yeah.
Just even from looking.
Dude,
My phone doesn't know how to turn off.
I'm so pumped hearing about the ones from you because I told Steve going in, I only knew about like half of these movies, but the ones I do know about, I'm very passionate about. But it's giving me a whole nother list.
Well, to me, podcasts are not just about things that you know. There's some, if we're going to sit here and talk about roundtable things, like I think our next episode is going to be Satanic Panic, hopefully. There's so many things in that genre, and it's the same thing. It's like it's tropes, it's cliches.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to Race the Devil, but I'll put it on that because that's the 70s.
Yeah. Yes.
Cliche hillbilly satanic movie. But on that note, if everybody wants to say goodbye, we're gonna wrap this up. Keep it short this time.
Hey, bye.
Bye.
Hey, it's been good hanging out with you guys.
Bye.
Christopher Buckley, talk about as good as it gets.
I love Warren Beatty.
Bigley Jr.
The non-raped Beatty. Yes.
Give us a like, subscribe, and I want to thank Pearl Hot Sauce. Next week, we're going to have a whole new setup with mic stands, and it'll sound a lot better, too. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.